last game, it's kind of like the encapsulation of the whole season. The saying, good teams find a way to win, and we just didn't do that enough this year. Just all three phases. Got to find ways to play complementary football, help each other out. It hurts, man, but just didn't do quite enough. Appreciate it,
What was the message like today in the team meeting? Kind of just after a night's sleep thinking about it?
Yeah, I don't think anyone slept too much, but I can't say much. It's you try to be grateful for the team and stuff. One of the saddest parts about the NFL is if you return to the same team, 40% of it is different, and then a lot of guys are in different teams, and a lot of guys like myself are in contract situations, don't know what it is. So Harbaugh does a good job, trying to tell everyone to be grateful, tell everyone you can't take away the pain. Pat, let me get a jersey before you leave. But it was, it's a tough year. It's just a tough year. I don't have great words for it.
Charlie, just, when you look at your individual season and what you put out there, how do you feel about that, and how do you look towards your status as a free agent?
Yeah, I'm proud of the work I did. I'm proud of the improvement I showed. Obviously, I wish statistically I had more, but I think everyone does. It's football. But no, I'm really proud of the growth I showed in, blocking. I felt like I was able to, really take a step forward, try to be more dominant on the edge, try to open holes for Derek Lamar and the running backs. And passing game, I think I made the opportunities that came my way. Proud of that. Obviously, hard on myself. You look back at the plays you didn't make. A couple blocks last night, a couple stuff throughout the year. Really proud of special teams, and I feel like I was able to play a role. And I love Chris in that unit. I feel like obviously, we're all hurting for Tyler right now. You never want a season end like that, especially for a guy who works so hard. But as a unit, I feel like we made a lot of plays throughout the year. I think of the Vikings game, we forced 2 fumbles. I think of other games where we had a huge impact. So I'm proud of. It's tough to say, but I'm proud of this team. There's no real words to put into it. It's really hard to process because, we all thought we were going to win that game, and then 12 hours later, team meeting and season's over. So, I wish I had better words, but try to be grateful, try to be present.
Charlie, you talked with Pat, and you said, being a team with very high expectations and not being able to get to the playoffs, you kind of felt the team underperformed. How do you feel about the season in the big picture?
Yeah, of course we're going to perform. We believe that we could contend, and we didn't do that. We're a team that has, back-to-back deep playoff runs, and then we didn't make the playoffs this year. Is disappointing, to say the least. I think it's hard sometimes. You put, so much of your life, and you pour so much sweat, effort, blood, tears, love into this game, and then obviously it's just a game. There's bigger things God has in store for us, but it doesn't make it hurt less. So. Yeah, we underperformed. Of course we underperformed. We were preseason Super Bowl favorites, and we don't make the playoffs. That's just it's hard to swallow. It's hard to do that.
Charlie, obviously, it sounds like last night's still weighing on you, but what will your process look like in terms of free agency or coming back here and all that stuff? How would you kind of handle that?
So I actually, I've never gone through it, so I'm not sure. I know it starts in a couple months, but I'll just take this week, decompress, sleep, get back with Maddie, get married in April, so that'll be exciting. A lot to look forward to. Start that life with Mads. Try to, no one wants to hear it, but there is, the sun's going to rise. Try to go spend time with your loved ones and be grateful. But personally, I'll take some time off, get healthy, and then just get back to training. I'm unemployed now, so got to go get a job.
Mark already re-signing. Do you feel like there's a possibility that they could also still bring you back?
Yeah, of course. I'd love to play here. It just depends what the situation is. I'd love to be back as a Raven, but at the end of the day, I got to do what's best for my family and myself. So we'll see what they say, see what happens. I'm excited for it. Try to, I feel like I've gotten better when I've grown in the last 4 years. Is controlling the things I can control, and I have no control over that, especially right now. So just even today, like there's a really good chance I'll never see half these guys again. So whether I'm this team or not, so try to just spend time with them and try to be present as much as it sounds. I don't really have a great answer right now, but
Charlie,
last one,
you know,
please.
obviously, you came in here as a guy who caught a lot of passes in the slot in college. Sorry. You lead Baltimore as a really good inline tight end. I mean, is it strange to consider that after that kind of change for you, the next evolution for you in your career might be somewhere else but Baltimore?
yeah, I mean, obviously, like I still believe in myself in the pass game, and obviously I want more targets, but that's not unique. Every receiver and tight end wants more targets. It's the same thing. But yeah, I'm proud of the work I've put in. I'm proud of how much I've gone into changing my body and becoming a good blocker. You know, it's difficult. These DNs are really good. They're really good in this league. So like, it's a big growing. You see it a lot with the young tight ends. It's not that much easier to have success as a rookie at catching the ball than it is blocking. You know, it's these DNs in this league are different, especially in this division. So I'm definitely proud of that. Just got to keep growing. You know, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. You never stay the same. So.